grab a cup of something cozy. Let's talk. Because today, we need to talk about our Hallmark family, specifically three of the absolute brightest stars in that cheerful, snow-covered sky: Lacey Chabot, Andrew Walker, and Brennan Elliott. If you're like me, you turn on a Hallmark movie to escape the shocking news, not to find more of it. We punch our ticket to a world where the biggest problem is a high-stakes baking contest or saving the family in, and we do it because it feels safe. It feels like home. The people in these movies, Lacey, with her impossibly warm smile, Andrew, with that charm that feels both classic and completely modern, Brennan, with his steady, heartfelt gaze, they feel less like actors and more like old friends we check in with every holiday season. But today, the shocking news isn't some on-screen plot twist. It's not a scandal or a messy Hollywood drama. The shock is how incredibly, powerfully real their lives are behind the twinkle lights. The shock is the profound depth of their friendship, the heartbreaking lows of real-world tragedy, and the absolute relatable silliness that reminds us they are, in fact, just like us. And honestly, it just makes us love them more. The scandal that has the entire Hallmark community giggling. Let's start with the one and only, the undisputed Queen of Christmas, Lacey Chabot. We all know her as the woman who practically invented holiday cheer. She is the human equivalent of a warm peppermint mocha. Well, folks, the Queen has been busted, and the source is impeccable. Her own 9-year-old daughter, Julia. Just today, on Halloween of all days, Lacey was caught red-handed in a hilarious, adorable video posted to her Instagram. The crime? You guessed it. Decorating for Christmas. Before the trick-or-treaters even got their costumes on. In the video, which feels like it was filmed by a tiny, undercover reporter, Julia secretly filmed her mom outside, hanging giant ornaments. You can hear her adorable little voice narrating the entire scandal. "My 9-year-old continues to keep me humble," Lacey captioned the post. This comes just weeks after Lacey laughingly admitted that she literally has to sneak new Christmas decorations into the house, hiding them from her husband, David Nedder. She's one of us. Who among us hasn't quietly smuggled a new glittery reindeer or one more string of lights past a bewildered partner? It's so funny, so relatable, and so perfectly Lacey. But here's where the family part comes in. Who was one of the first to jump into the comments? None other than her frequent co-star and our other favorite leading man, Andrew Walker. "Oh my word," he wrote, followed by laughing emojis. "Can this please become a weekly thing? I need more Julia narration in my life." It's a tiny interaction, a simple comment, but it's a window into the genuine affection and friendship that we all hope exists off-screen. And as we're about to see, that friendship isn't just for laughs. It's a lifeline. The heartbreak and the hero, the story that truly shakes us. This is the part of the story that stops you in your tracks. It's the news that is shocking not for its silliness, but for its profound, heartbreaking weight. It's about Brennan Elliott. As many of us know, Brennan, our steady, dependable, all-in Hallmark hero, has been walking through an unimaginable fire. Earlier this year, in March, he shared the devastating news that his beloved wife, Kami, had passed away after a fierce, long battle with stage IV gastric cancer. The loss is a void that words can't touch. It's the kind of real-life tragedy that makes the perfect, happy endings of their movies feel a million miles away. Brennan, a father to their 2 young children, has been navigating a grief that most of us pray we never have to. And in the middle of that darkness, he has been held up by his friends, held up by his Hallmark family, specifically by Lacey Chabot. This past August, Brennan took to social media not to promote a movie, but to share something raw and true. He posted about his friendship with Lacey, his co-star in 10 beloved movies, and his words just break your heart open. He called her one of my hashtag best friends in the whole world, a beautiful human being who has been there for me through thick and thin. He went on to say, especially the last number of years through this dark time of hashtag Cami being sick with cancer and her passing. This last year especially has been the hardest for the kids, and I have a number of friends who have been there for me. But this soul sent from heaven at Theoreality is at the top of the list. Stop for a second and just take that in. This isn't a press release. This isn't a script. This is a man, shattered by grief, publicly thanking his friend for being a soul sent from heaven who helped him and his children through the darkest time of their lives. That is the real shock. In a world and an industry that can often feel so superficial, here is a bond that is forged in real love, real support, and real tragedy. It's the kind of friendship we all long for, the kind of person we all strive to be. When we watch Lacey and Brennan in the crossword mysteries or All of My Heart, that chemistry we love, that comfort they share, it's not acting, it's real. It's the visible evidence of a friendship that shows up when the cameras are off, the lights are down, and the world is falling apart. The family that rallies, on screen and off. And what about Andrew Walker? He's not just on the sidelines of Lacey's funny videos. He's right there in the mix, a core part of this family. The exciting countdown to Christmas news is that he and Lacey are finally reuniting for a brand new holiday movie, She's Making a List, which is set to premiere this December. And if that wasn't enough, he's also teaming up again with Tyler Hynes and Paul Campbell for the third movie in the Three Wise Men franchise, Three Wisest Men, coming in November. He is, in every sense, one of the pillars of the network. But his connection isn't just professional. His immediate, cheerful support on Lacey's post is a small sign of that bigger picture. This group of actors, who we see swapping partners in various charming small towns, are a real-life support system. They celebrate each other's silly human moments. They show up for each other's heartbreaking, tragic ones. So, what is the shocking news today? It's the beautiful, messy, hilarious, and heartbreaking reality of the people we've welcomed into our homes. It's knowing that Lacey Chabot, the Queen of Christmas, is just a mom getting playfully roasted by her kid for being too festive too early. It's knowing that Andrew Walker is the guy who's not only a top-tier leading man, but also the friend who is first in line to cheer you on. And it's knowing that Brennan Elliott, while carrying an impossible sorrow, is being held by a friendship so true and so strong, it redefines what Hallmark family really means. They aren't the perfect, flawless characters they play. They are real people. And that, in a world full of filters, is the most wonderful, engaging, and emotionally powerful news of all. It's the kind of story that doesn't just ask for our engagement or conversion. It earns our loyalty, our empathy, and our love for a lifetime.